of the native peoples of this country. It has happened in Australia. Occupation is not something you experience alone.
We're not right here. You know, like, we're not going to give you that one.
And we must remember, the United States still is activist. People united or never divided. People united or never.
God have pity, that we should have compassion on the people of Gaza and the people of Palestine. The total and speedy dismantlement of this abomination, of this illegitimate state of Israel, so we can once again live together, Jews, Muslims, as we've had, and as we've had. What Ibrahim spoke about before. It's not about, as Israel always tries to make it, the extremist, crazy Muslims, racist, terrorist Muslims are fighting the innocent Jews. It's not about that. It's about Zionism. It's about occupation. People are fighting Israel because it's an occupation, not because people call themselves Jews. We have no problem with Jews. We have a problem with occupation and Zionism. So thank you so much. Long-time activist, a human rights defender who's been working for the sake of Palestine for more than 10 years. My mentor, Lamin Speech, please give it up to her.
You know, people have been for a while asking, where is Palestine in the context of the Arab upheavals, of the Arab revolutions, of the Arab counter-revolution? What's been proven time and again is that Palestine remains the heart of the Arab revolution. in New York. It is on us as people who support liberation for all Arabs. It is on us for those who stand in solidarity with the revolutions in Egypt, in the Arab world, in Tunisia, to stand in Palestine, because it is only through the Israeli Zionist entity that the colonialism, the oppression can be furthered against all of the Arab people. It is only when Palestine returns as a natural part of the Arab world that the Arab people can be united. Colonialism, imperialism loses its strongest ally. So Palestine is important not just for the Palestinians, it is important for the liberation of all Arabs, it is important for the liberation of all oppressed people, it is important to do justice and undo oppression throughout the world. When you look at Palestine, and so tonight, we tell the Israeli government and Zionist forces the terrorists that any test that you had planned for us, for Palestine, has backfired, because each bomb gives birth to millions of resistors to Zionist occupation. Every Palestinian cry is echoed in every corner of the world. بيروزونا حبوا نار يا للعار ويا للعار الصهيوني جوا الدار يا للعار ويا للعار بيزوا فينا حبوا نار from the river to the sea Palestine will be free Palestine will be free Israel, you will be Arab world will be free Arab world will be free
We want to thank Lanique for her encouraging words, for her true words, her hard, straight, cut to the line words. That's the reality that we're facing. That is the reality we're facing, and it takes a strong Palestinian woman like Lanique to line us at the center straight. So let's hear it for Lanique! Again, I want you to realize what's happening. Gaza is under siege. We need to raise awareness. It does not stop here. We all have Twitter. We all have Facebook. We all have social media. We all have phones to call our local elected congressman, our local elected assemblyman, our president. We need to make our voices heard. So take this message. Don't go home and turn on TV. Do something. Reach out to your neighbors. Reach out to all those around you. Reach out to anybody across the state and thereafter. That's our obligation here. And of course to have and hold prayers for our fellow brethren in Gaza. Stop aggression! Stop the siege! Protect our fellow Muslims! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Hey, Obama, don't you know? You can stand up on a massacre! Hey, Obama, don't you know? You stand up on a massacre! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Protect Gaza! liberty of speech. Do all you can. Right here, united. Look at how many organizations, how many different nationalities are here standing and shouting with us. That shows you, man, you will not demonstrate humanity. Free, Gaza! Free, Palestine! Free, Gaza! Free Palestine! Not a nickel, not a dime! Not a nickel, not a dime! No more money to pay the rent! Some breaking news, and I can follow up with what Lamis mentioned. Israel is blocking the broadcast of the Al-Aqsa channel. Now, they're blocking it not because of any reason, the logical reason that you might think about, but as Lamis said before, it's about resistance. They don't want any kind of resistance channel